Hello and welcome back to the Annuity Show. I'm your host for today, Betsy Hume. I am so thrilled. I've been having so much fun and learning so much from our resident annuity specialist, Elise Roberts. Thanks again for being here.
Thanks for having me, Betsy. It's always a pleasure.
So I wonder, you always are such a good storyteller. I wonder if you could share with us, do you have any stories about when an annuity has really helped change one of your clients' lives, helped them for the better?
There are so many stories.
There always are.
But one just happened.
Okay.
So this is real fresh in my mind. Not long ago, a client of mine has passed, and his wife came in, and she at the time was not working. He was working. He was working, and their goal was they would both have Social Security in a few years. And so she was holding off. He was working. They were building that. He passed. We have an annuity, and it is set up as a lifetime of income whenever they were ready. And the now we're ready happened much sooner than they thought.
Right.
She came in. Not only now is she's not going to have two Social Securities. She's going to have one.
Yeah.
And she's now single, and her tax bracket is more.
Right.
It's just one of those pictures. So the annuity we set up is, she said to me, I don't know what I'd do if we hadn't done this. What a great feeling. Because she now has income that she started it, I guess it starts next month, because she had a few months of process and planning and making sure this is what she wanted to go ahead and start. And she's going to have that income now for the rest of her life. It's increasing as she ages, so it'll help her with inflation.
Oh, wow.
And he didn't have a lot of other money. He had some, but this will supplement her Social Security, the monies he had elsewhere. She has other money to live on, but this is exactly what she needed, and she was just so grateful. And this is where what I do matters the most, when I get to see what a difference that I actually got to make.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful industry. I love what I do, and annuities can be an amazing tool.
Yeah.
But you have to know what you're doing. You have to do it for the right reasons. And even they didn't expect it to be this soon.
Right.
But they were in the right one for the what ifs, and they could start it whenever they wanted.
I was just going to say, I know from personal experience, having talked to you so much, that those kind of stories are really what fuel you and what make your professional life so fulfilling for you, because you're actually changing people's lives in a material way that makes them able to sleep at night and enjoy their lives.
And it helps me sleep at night.
Oh,
To know that every day when I get up, I get to go do this again. And I love what I do because of the difference I get to make. And these stories, that's what drives me.
yeah.
And yeah, thanks for asking the question. I got a little emotional there.
I know. I
yeah.
know. Well, you always say that your clients
my-
are your family.
My client family.
So
Yes.
I can see why you're very invested in them, which is all you would want from a financial advisor. Let me ask you this. What are some of the biggest risks involved with an annuity, and how can people protect themselves from those risks?
Number one, with an annuity, the suitability I mentioned earlier will be a key for everything.
Right.
Because you don't want to be in the wrong one. You don't want to put too much in. You don't want to leave too much out. It just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. So your biggest risk is just dealing with someone who's just selling a product, taking one of the accounts you have or the smallest account you have just to make you a client.
Right.
And that happens a lot. Just start one, they say. Oh, no, that's not the way to do this.
Yeah.
You really need to think about the plan and why you're doing it. And it's so important. And there's not many advisors today that's all they do. I love the fact that is all I do now.
Yeah.
That is it. I'm focused on annuities. I help people protect what they have, grow their money, and when they're ready, they can turn on that income.
Yeah, talk about that singular focus. And for the subject of your focus to be annuities is even more important because, as we mentioned before, they're ever evolving and growing and introducing new products. So
They
for
change
you-
so fast that 3 years ago, totally different.
Wow.
We mentioned that earlier. 5 years ago, they shifted quite a bit. 3 years ago, interest rates started to change.
Right.
And so now in the last 3 years, I mean, if someone has one 3 years old or older, they really should call us. Come and see us. Let us see what we can do. And it may be they have a great one.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they do, there's no greater way to find out because I don't tell somebody what they have. I don't look at their statement or just let them tell me what it is and assume that's correct.
Yep.
The statement has some of the information, but not all of it. So we'll call the company that holds your money. The money is in an account. The advisor doesn't hold the money.
Right.
That money is in an account. There's an insurance company somewhere. It's an annuity, and that's the only place you can get them. So that company's holding that money. We'll call them on a speakerphone. I will ask the questions, and I have a sheet, and this is all the things you need to know about your annuity before making a decision. And so a lot of times I find that people come in and they'll say to me, oh, I don't like this one. Help me get out of it.
Oh, yeah.
We call the company, and I share with them all the reasons they should keep it. This is why it's so good. And they didn't realize that. And they're very grateful.
Yeah.
Because they really had what they needed. They just didn't have someone helping them.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing. A lot of, and I don't want to say that, but many people don't service what they write. And I want to say that for the most part, everyone's, honest and upfront, or they're going to do the work for years to come. But that's the key that sets us apart.
Yeah.
I do the work.
Yeah.
My dad taught me that, the service. The client needs us, not just to help them find the right product, program, annuity,
Yeah.
but to every year make sure, and lately, and I'll share more about this, but now we have to call quarterly because there's so many moving parts. We get decisions to make quarterly.
Yeah.
We don't have to wait to the end of the year. If we kind of like what we have, we might be able to say, okay, we want to stop right there. And it's there's so much to come. I can't wait to share all these details about how they work. And we're so far away from that right now. We're still talking about the general parts of the annuity and how they work generally. When we get in the woods coming up in the next few episodes, it's going to be amazing how much everyone gets to learn before making those decisions.
I know. And I hate to say it, we're out of time for today.
You always hate to
Can you
say
believe
that.
it? I do, because we have so much fun and we learn so much and it goes by so fast.
It does.
But before we leave today, I want to give you the opportunity to let our audience at home know what kind of an offer you have for them today.
Wow. By the way, and I'm sharing this also with you because I'm not sure you realize that this book, A Journey to Financial Security, was written by a friend of mine, and she wasn't a friend when I met her. She's a friend now. She's an author, and she's an amazing woman. She actually wrote this book and asked me to be her expert because it's all about annuities. And so I didn't write the book. What I love about it is she wrote the book, and I got to help her and actually help her get the book written with my expertise. So we want to share the book, and if someone wants a copy of the book, they can go to theannuityshow.com. They'll be able to that'll take them really to a big site that'll get them to the website. They can get the book, and it's real exciting. It's just very exciting that she even asked me to do this.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So, yeah.
And then just to have something physical that you can consult whenever you want with all this dense information.
Everything will be in this book, and you can hang on to it, and it'll be a lot of general and then detail. So, and then I'm always available. If you have the book in your hand and you're reading it and you have a question, you can pick up the phone.
I love that.
Yeah.
You heard her, folks. If you want to reach out to Elise today, you can call her at 888-526-4184. You can always find her at theannuityshow.com, or you can scan that QR code that you see on your screen right now. We'll take you to a survey to see if you qualify for one of her VIP dinner events. Whatever you do, though, I hope you'll join us next time on The Annuity Show.